More than 4 years after one of showbiz most talked about breakups, Shakira is proving she's not just surviving, she's thriving. The global superstar turned heads once again this week as she stepped out in Miami looking confident, glamorous and completely in control of her life. Wearing a striking orange mini dress that highlighted her famously toned figure, Shakira drew plenty of attention as she arrived at an event during Miami Swim Week. With white boots, oversized sunglasses and her trademark confidence, the singer looked every inch the international superstar fans have known for decades. But behind the glamorous appearance was a woman who has recently been reflecting on one of the most painful chapters of her life. In a rare and remarkably candid interview, Shakira opened up about the emotional fallout from her split with former football star Gerard Piqué, a breakup that dominated headlines around the world and transformed her personal heartbreak into a global conversation. The former couple announced their separation in 2022 after more than a decade together. At the time, the split sent shockwaves through both the entertainment and sports worlds. Not only were Shakira and Piqué considered one of the most famous celebrity couples on the planet, but they also shared 2 children and had built what many believed was a lasting family life together. Now, years later, Shakira is speaking more openly than ever about what that period actually felt like behind closed doors. According to the singer, the breakup coincided with another major family crisis. While dealing with the collapse of her relationship, she was also facing concerns over her father William's health after he suffered a serious fall that led to hospitalization. The combination of those events created what she now describes as the darkest period of her life. For Shakira, the pain wasn't simply about losing a relationship. It was about watching the future she had imagined disappear. She admitted that she had genuinely hoped her family would stay together forever and said seeing that dream fall apart was incredibly difficult to process. Yet despite the heartbreak, Shakira says the experience ultimately changed her. Rather than allowing the pain to define her, she believes it revealed strengths she never knew she possessed. Looking back, she says hardship forced her to discover a level of resilience she might never have found otherwise. The singer explained that suffering can sometimes become a powerful teacher. While nobody actively chooses pain, she believes difficult experiences often leave behind important lessons that shape who we become. It's a perspective that reflects just how much her outlook appears to have evolved since those early post-breakup months. Perhaps the most surprising aspect of her comments was the absence of bitterness. Although the separation became highly public and generated endless headlines, Shakira did not use the interview to attack her former partner. Instead, she offered a far more measured reflection. She acknowledged that regardless of what happened between them, Piqué remains the father of her children. And for that reason alone, she says she will always carry gratitude for the role he played in her life. That sentiment is likely to surprise some fans given the highly emotional music she released following the split. Several of her songs were widely interpreted as direct responses to the breakup and became major global hits, helping transform personal heartbreak into one of the most commercially successful periods of her career. In many ways, the breakup appears to have sparked an unexpected professional renaissance. Today, Shakira says she feels more connected to her work than ever before. While many expected her to eventually move on romantically, the singer insists she has no interest in rushing into another relationship. At least not right now. According to Shakira, her life is already full. Her children remain her biggest priority, while her career continues demanding enormous amounts of time and energy. In fact, she admitted she is currently more in love with her work than she has been at any other point in her career. That focus seems to be paying off. The singer continues to enjoy major commercial success and remains one of the most recognizable artists in the world. At the same time, she says she has learned to appreciate spending time alone. Rather than viewing single life as something temporary that needs fixing, Shakira appears genuinely comfortable with where she is today. Her comments arrive during a period of renewed momentum professionally. From new music projects to major international appearances, she has remained firmly in the spotlight while continuing to build the next phase of her career. And judging by her latest reflections, she has reached a stage where she can look back at her most painful experiences without being consumed by them. That's perhaps the biggest takeaway from everything she shared. The woman who once watched her family life unravel in front of the world now speaks less about revenge and more about growth. Less about heartbreak and more about resilience. And while the wounds of that chapter clearly haven't disappeared entirely, Shakira sounds increasingly like someone who has found peace with the past. The breakup that once threatened to define her story has instead become part of a much larger one. A story about rebuilding, rediscovering herself and emerging stronger on the other side. And if her latest appearance in Miami is anything to go by, Shakira is embracing that new chapter with complete confidence.